More interesting opportunities highlighted in this edition of Top Picks for this week. And Brian, we're going to start with you. You have an electronics company of sorts, huh?
Yeah, Methode Electronics. They make the components for the center console of your car. Maybe not your car, but maybe any new car. So Ford is a big contractor as well as other contractors. It's speculated that Tesla is also one of their things. So not certain on that, but they're not going to talk about it, and Tesla doesn't want their suppliers to talk about, who they use either. So it's not really confirmed out there, but definitely Ford is part of it. And so when you're talking about that touch screen that's on your car, they're the people that are making that. Anything auto-related, especially on the new auto sales end of the spectrum, has been just red hot lately. This company just reported earnings, blew them away. Also raised guidance in a meaningful way, and over the last week or so we've had estimates just moving up, really dramatically. We saw them move from 35 cents to 45 cents. Nickel and dime moves, not penny moves. So when you get something like that, people start to get excited about the idea. It's only covered by 3 analysts, so I would expect over the next week or two, we're going to get some new analysts in there, probably from the bulge bracket, and that's going to bring a lot of attention to the name. It's up a little bit here today, the first week of September, but I would expect the rally to continue in this stock for at least the next 6 months.
All right, Nina, you have an industrial ETF you want us to know about.
It's the iShares Industrial ETF. The ticker is IYJ. Now, manufacturing activity has been on the uptrend, not only in the US and Europe and China too. And today's ISM numbers were the best in 2 years. And so we are definitely seeing a revival of manufacturing, global manufacturing activity. Producers have been expanding their manufacturing facilities, adding jobs to meet with the new orders. And so this ETF could be a good way of getting exposure to the manufacturing, uptick in manufacturing activity. Now that's the shorter term trend. But if we look at the longer term picture also, many economists believe that US is on the verge of a manufacturing renaissance because of lower energy costs and technological innovation here, and rising labor cost in the developing world. According to a report from Boston Consulting Group, within next 2-3 years, US will become the lowest cost manufacturer in the developed world, and manufacturing costs in France, Germany, UK, and Japan will be 8 to 18% higher than those in US. So many of the manufacturers have been expanding their facilities here. This is a buy rated Zacks rank number 2 ETF. So it's a good pick as of now.
Okay. You're talking about OpenTable. What is that?
It's an online restaurant reservation system. So they have a customer-facing website, and they have a pretty compelling product for the restaurant owners too. They have an application that they call the electronic reservation book. They don't give it away, they sell it to the restaurants. There's a one-time installation fee for the restaurant, and there is an ongoing subscription fee. But the upshot for the restaurants is that their table inventory gets in the OpenTable's system, and then they get the reservations directly from the website, and then they move away from the less efficient pencil and paper reservation system that all of them have been using. But in addition to reservation, restaurants also get a bunch of ancillary services in customer-facing marketing and inventory management and all of that good stuff. So this is a 1.8, 1.9 billion market cap firm, relatively on the smaller side, but a very stable business model. Once you have this restaurant in their system, once they install it, it becomes a fairly sticky relationship. There's not much churn in their relationships, and this relationship with the restaurants also creates these barriers to entry for other competitors. So pretty big player in a niche, fragmented market. Stable revenue stream. About a third of the revenue comes from these seated diner fees that each time a customer coming through their system enters the restaurant, they get a cut off of that. About half of it comes from the subscription revenue. So the subscription revenue and the seated diner revenues would be correlated to some extent with the economy, but overall a fairly dependable, visible, and stable revenue stream going forward. The Q2 earnings were a bit mixed. Guidance was on the soft side. Folks didn't like it. But they had very strong sequential growth in North American seated diners. 25% growth in seated diners in North America in Q2, up from, I want to say, 22 or 23% in Q1, and also in higher than what they had in Q4. A big reason for that was the app and the greater functionality in the user interface of the app, and they want to spend more money on the marketing side to make the app and the mobile experience better. So it is a hit to profitability in the second half, and folks didn't like it. But longer term, as we have seen with Facebook, more investment in the mobile space is a good outlay for the company, and I like it long term.
Okay, thank you all for that. Don't forget, we have other stock picks, and those are on our website, Zacks.com. If you're not there already watching this video, get on over and check them out. Until next time, with everyone here, I'm Terry Ruffalo.